Are you a busy professional or a digital nomad who has tried to learn Spanish 1,000 times but always end up feeling stuck and thinking that it's impossible to learn this language? Imagine enjoying your trips to the fullest, connecting more with people, and never again missing the opportunity of sharing an important moment with a family member. This will no longer be a dream. I'll take you to speak Spanish naturally and confidently in just 90 days without needing to translate in your head. And we'll do that by just practicing 15 minutes a day. And no worries, because I'll work with you until you get the result, even if it takes you a little bit longer than 90 days. Now, pay close attention, because in the next 70 seconds, I'm going to reveal to you my method, Skyrocket Your Spanish, that has already helped over 65 people to get fluent in Spanish, even after years using Duolingo or other apps and not seeing any results whatsoever. And for this, we guarantee you 3 key results. Number 1, we'll evaluate your level and we'll design a plan from scratch for you to practice Spanish every day, knowing exactly what to do and how to do it, so that you don't lose any more time on apps or watching random videos on YouTube that don't really lead you anywhere. This works really well even if you've been stuck with your Spanish for a long time, or if you have learning difficulties. And in case you think that you are not talented with languages or that you are too old to learn Spanish, this is how my student Will went from being stuck at a beginner level for decades trying to self-teach himself to be able to have natural conversations in just 90 days, practicing 15 minutes each day. And yes, Will also thought that he was too old just because he was 45. 2, we'll implement my 80-20 comprehensible input immersion, where 80% of the times you're gonna get exposure to comprehensible material for you: videos, podcasts, texts, etc. Materials that are adapted to your level and to your interest, so that you can absorb Spanish in a natural way without needing to memorize useless vocabulary. This includes one-on-one weekly lessons, daily personalized materials, and direct access to me via chat, Instagram chat or WhatsApp, so that we can solve any doubt you may have throughout the week. This is what allowed Megan to go from spending 2 years living in Mexico and not being able to communicate to now speaking Spanish better than most native people. 3, we'll integrate you in our practice community, in which we have oral classes once a week, and we also have exchange with other Spanish-speaking students, so that you gain more confidence when talking and you lose the fear of sounding bad or ridiculous when you talk. This will allow you to have real natural conversations, and this is perfect in case you always have this imposter syndrome of thinking that you never speak well enough. Thanks to these classes, my client George went from feeling completely out of place at work with his Mexican coworkers to now be able to talk with them every single day and whatever topic they may have. These classes allowed my client George from not speaking a word of Spanish to now be able to communicate with his Mexican coworkers. Now, why does this Skyrocket method works where others fail? I'll explain it in a moment, but before that, I want you to know that if by implementing all of these in the next 90 days, you still cannot speak the language confidently and hold a real conversation, I'll keep working with you until you get to the point in which you can talk to natives. Why can I guarantee something that nobody else can? Because me and my team, we've already helped 65 people to achieve this goal, including impossible cases like Jay, who has severe dyslexia and now she's able to maintain a conversation in Spanish, or Cedric, who was unable to pronounce a single word in Spanish and now he speaks with a clear pronunciation. And I've personally spent years perfectionating my method based on neuroscience and language acquisition, which is going to allow you to speak Spanish without needing to translate in your head all the time, and being able to say more than just the typical tourist phrases that we all know. So if that's all you need to know, and you're thinking, okay, I see this works, I see you've helped many people with my same problem, I see you are able to demonstrate results, then go ahead and click the button below to schedule a free call with me. In that call, I'll explain to you exactly how this will work for your specific case. And remember, we want your result to be guaranteed, so if we see that we cannot help you, we'll tell you and just suggest other options. Either way, you don't lose anything by scheduling the call. After the call, you'll have a clear idea of what your real level is and a plan for what to do if you want to improve your Spanish. Now, if you want to know why this works so well, give me 2 minutes and I'll explain the 2 main reasons why. One is our focus on daily, personalized, comprehensible input. While everyone else obsessed with memorizing vocabulary and grammar rules, we immerse you in real Spanish adapted to your level, to your needs, and to your interests. This is like when you learned English as a kid. You were not memorizing anything, you acquired the language naturally by getting exposure to it and by interacting with the world. This is why my students can understand pretty much all the accents in Spanish language, going from Puerto Rican, Chilean, Argentinian, Spaniard, whatever, just because they're not robots repeating what Duolingo says. They are real citizens interacting with Spanish-speaking natives. Second is daily support and real practice from day one. Most courses give you pre-recorded videos and then leave you on your own. We accompany you every single day with personalized materials, constant feedback, and real practice with native speakers. And remember, you don't need to live in a Latin American country or in Spain to get fluent in Spanish. You just need 15 minutes of daily immersion to things that are comprehensible to you. That's part of the reason why, if you don't speak Spanish confidently and naturally after the first 90 days, we'll work with you until you do. We guarantee that. So if this sounds interesting to you and you want to speak Spanish with confidence, click the button down below to schedule the call. We have zero motivation to sell you if we are not 200% sure that we are gonna be able to help you. And that's just because we're putting our time, money, and energy on the line. If you want to work with us, great. If you don't, that's fine as well. But either way, I recommend you to schedule the call so that we can see if we can help you. We'll give you a clear diagnosis of your evolution so far and why you haven't been able to speak Spanish. I recommend you booking the call so we can see if this may work for you, give you a clear diagnosis of why you haven't progressed so far, and if we can't help you, we'll suggest other solutions and other options for you. If you join now, you can finally stop postponing that trip to a Spanish-speaking country, or that long overdue conversation with a family member, or maybe that career opportunity that requires you to know Spanish. So click the button below to book the call. Thank you very much and hope to see you soon.